Hello and welcome to the accounting module. In this lesson, we will review accounts payable and bank statement reconciliation in Odoo. Let's start by reviewing how to create a vendor bill in Odoo. In Odoo, a bill can be created by inputting the data manually or by converting a purchase order into a bill. Let's review the process of creating a bill from a purchase order. Let's select the purchase icon from the main dashboard and then select Purchase Orders and filter by Waiting Bills. This view will display all the purchase orders that are ready to bill. The definition of what is ready for billing could be different based on purchase module configuration. Odoo allows a user to set the control policy as on received quantity or on ordered quantity. Visit our purchase course to learn more about invoicing policies and other functionality within the purchase module. Our database is configured with the received quantity policy, which means purchase orders are ready for billing when the operations team has confirmed receipt of the goods. We see all the purchase orders that are received but not billed. We can review the order by clicking through the record and check the discussion under the chatter, or review the discussion by the operations team by clicking through the Receipt Smart button and scrolling down to the chatter. Let's post these bills by highlighting them all by clicking like so and then selecting Create Bills. This action will automatically convert all received purchase orders into draft bills. The draft bills are pre-populated with a default account and tax code, which does not necessarily require reviewing if the configuration of the system was done correctly to begin with. There are other ways of adding vendor bills to your accounting system, including using the Upload function from the accounting module by clicking on the Upload button and attaching the file. Sending the email to an Odoo email alias, for example, vendor-bills-uk-company@smart-limited.dev to create a supplier invoice automatically, or using OCR, optical character recognition, to fetch data from the PDF automatically, which we will be unable to demonstrate as it is a credit-based system. Let's now review bank reconciliation in relation to accounts payable. Once bills have been created, we can register a payment against a bill. To do so, let's navigate to Accounting, Vendors, Bills, select a bill, and click on Pay. In the pop-up window, we can define how the payment was made, against which bank account, the date of payment, and whether it was paid in full. Let's select Create Payment. We see the bill status is now in payment. We can click on the Journal Items tab to review the entries made for this payment. To review the payment, let's click the Payment Smart button. We can also review all the payments for all the vendors under the Vendors Payments menu. Once the payment record is created, the bill status will change to In Payment in Odoo, indicating the payment has been made but not yet been reconciled with the bank statement. To reconcile the payment with the bank statement, we need to perform a bank reconciliation in Odoo, which involves matching the payment record in Odoo with the corresponding transaction on the bank statement. In Odoo, bank reconciliation can be done in several ways, including the automatic reconciliation of bills and manual account reconciliation. Let's start with an example of bill reconciliation. We have a vendor who we have just paid £100 for services delivered yesterday. The outgoing payment appears on our bank statement after we have made the payment through our bank account, and we will see how to reconcile this payment against the bill. Under the Bank Dashboard item, we see there are several items to reconcile. Let's click on the Reconcile button, and we will be redirected to the Bank Statement Reconciliation view. Let's find the bank statement line that corresponds to the outgoing payment. In the Matching Existing Entries section, select the bill that the payment corresponds to. We see the payment amount and invoice amount displayed side by side. Click the Validate button to reconcile the payment and invoice. We will next review an example of manual account reconciliation. Let's say we have a transaction on the bank statement for £50 that doesn't correspond to any payment or receipt in Odoo. We want to record the transaction manually and reconcile the transaction with the bank statement. Find the bank statement line that corresponds to the transaction. Click the Manual Operations tab and select the appropriate account and add necessary details in the label field. Click the Validate button to reconcile the transaction with the bank statement. By using this method, we can ensure that our bank statements are accurately reconciled with our accounting records in Odoo, and that any discrepancies are identified and resolved in a timely manner. That's it for this lesson. Why don't you head to the next lesson, where we will explore auditing and other accountant functionality within Odoo. Thank you for watching, and until next time.